Hey Brawlers, today we're diving into a full guide on Melodie, one of the most exciting and unique brawlers in the game. Your subscription to this channel really helps me create more awesome content, so please hit that subscribe button. But if you can't right now, no worries. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy this guide I've made especially for you. Let's jump in. Melodie's best build is the Fast Beats Star Power and the Interlude Gadget. With the Fast Beats Star Power, you will have most of the time an 18% movement speed buff, and it is insanely strong for Melodie. It is useful to dodge bullets or to get into the battle more easily. The Interlude Gadget gives her a shield depending on how many notes she has. With this build, Melodie relies a lot on her notes orbiting around her, so make sure to always have your 3 notes around you before rushing into your opponents. In terms of gear selection, you should pick the damage gear as a first choice in order to deal more damage. Finally, the shield gear is pretty strong to have more health and to apply more pressure on your enemies. Interlude. Melodie gains 10% shield from each note orbiting her. Damage deals 15% extra damage when your brawler is below 50% health. Fast Beats. Melodie gains 6% increased speed from each note orbiting her. Shield gains extra 900 health as a consumable shield. The shield regenerates in 10 seconds when at full health.
Favorable matchups: Green, checkmark. Poco, Byron, Jessie, Max, Sandy, Colette, Belle, Amber Spike, Otis. Unfavorable matchups: Red, Cross. El Primo, Bull, Rosa, Jackie, Meg, Frank. Melodie, best game modes: Solo Showdown 4 out of 5, Duo Showdown 3 out of 5, Brawl Ball 5 out of 5, Gem Grab 4 out of 5, Knockout 4 out of 5, Duels 3 out of 5, Boss Fight Big Game Like Mode 4 out of 5, Bounty 4 out of 5, Hot Zone 4 out of 5, Siege 4 out of 5. Mythic Medium A Tier Assassin, Melodie Hypercharge, Flash Mob. Melodie adds up to 3 hypercharge notes using Catchy Chorus. Hypercharge notes do 300 damage. Speed plus 24% damage plus 25% shield plus 5%. Other build can be used for Melodie. First, the extended mix star power is very useless because it only gives you 2 extra seconds for your notes before vanishing. The perfect pitch gadget can be interesting if you want to play aggressive because it gives you more DPS. It can also be interesting in order to finish off enemies behind a thick wall. Perfect pitch. Melodie's notes get 25% increased movement speed and 60% wider orbit for 5 seconds. Extended mix. Melodie's notes last for 25% longer before vanishing. Melodie stats at level 11. Movement speed, health, 7,200 HP. Normal max damage, 920. Range, long. Reload speed, normal max. Super damage, super. Range and normal, supercharge rate at max. Damage, number of attack, 5 hits. Super refills, 0%. Melodie. Brawl Stars Guide Attack. Melodie's strength comes from the notes orbiting around her. Each attack deals 920 damage, and every time Melodie hits with her attack, a note starts orbiting around her. She can have 3 notes around her, and each note deals 1,840 damage. Just be careful. Your notes can expose yourself when you're hiding in a bush. The notes will disappear after 8 seconds, but they will stay for another 8 seconds if you continue hitting enemies with your attack. Make sure to have your 3 notes around you in order to deal more damage. Finally, you should know that your notes can hit enemies behind walls. Super. Melodie can dash 3 times with 1 super. It is really strong because it gives Melodie a lot of movement possibilities when she has her super. You can't charge your next super if you have not used all your 3 dashes, and your dashes don't deal any damage. You can only use it in order to move, as a defensive or offensive move. Flash Mob. Melodie adds up to 3 hypercharge notes using Catchy Chorus. Hypercharge notes do 300 damage. She also gains plus 24% speed,
plus 25% damage, and plus 5% shield. Perfect pitch. Melodie's orbiting notes becomes wider and move faster. It allows you to deal more DPS with your notes and to touch enemies that are out of your orbiting notes range. It can also be useful to hit enemies behind walls with more ease. Interlude. Melodie gets 10% shield per note around her, for a maximum of 30% shield. With 3 notes, you'll get a 2,460 shield, and it can make the difference when you are rushing into the enemies.
Fast beats. Melodie's movement speed increased by 6% per note around her for a maximum of 18% movement speed. With this star power, you will have most of the time a 18% movement speed buff, and it is very interesting for Melodie. You will be able to dodge more shots from marksmen, and it will be easier for you to go in or out of any battle. Extended mix. Melodie notes last 25% longer before vanishing. This star power is not really useful. Melodie. Brawl Stars Pro Tips. Score a goal in Brawl Ball with your super. Because your super gives you 3 dashes, you can shoot the ball with your first super and then dash 2 times to get the ball back and then score a goal. With Melodie's super, you'll get so many ways to score easy goals in Brawl Ball. Dodge deadly shots with your super. With your super, you can dodge so many deadly shots or enemies' super. Don't hesitate to use your super in order to dodge a shot because you have 3 dashes with 1 super. Charge your notes on pet before attacking. When you have your super, make sure to have your 3 notes before attacking the opponents. If you want to easily have your 3 notes, you can attack pets and it will charge your notes. This tip also works in heist when hitting the safe.